seat. Okay, so this, are we live? Nice. Cirrus cloud show coming up. So right here, this cloud right here, along the very bottom left. Easiest one to do. I recommend doing this. It always turns out pretty dang good as long as you follow it. Okay, doing cirrus clouds, always have a paper going parallel to the table. Want to be able to push this thing all the way across. You don't want to be in front of it going like that. If you push it like this, much easier. All right, so the bottom needs to be like almost flat. So it's a dark horizon here. So right here we have lines. To avoid the lines, round off the eraser. Start here. Over this a little bit. I'm using it flat though. Flat, so. I think you're doing like the angle too. So it's like you gotta make sure you're going nice and flat. Go all the way across. Lighten that up next to the shoulder. Nice flowy. Over here, same thing. And once again, if you can see totally like where you erased, you're probably pressing too hard. It should be like nice and soft, where you barely see it. Down here, like I said, all super soft. I'm just barely turning the eraser, gradually lightening it. Super hazy. No lines. So right here we have a lot of lines there. Maybe I'll erase some of them. All right, if you don't like your cirrus clouds, to erase them, all you need to do is take some tissue, dip it in some powdered graphite. Don't go crazy with the powdered graphite. Rub off a lot of it. So to erase some of this, come in here, scumble a little bit, make it darker again. So it's kind of like erasing a cloud, which is weird, because to erase it, you have to use powdered graphite. But it works out pretty good. These are really aggressively fast and liney, so we can get rid of the lines. All right, so we got the bottom one there, more or less. Take a look at my reference. There it is. And then here, once again, still almost flat. Barely erasing it, though. Can barely see it. Super light. Matter of fact, did I even erase anything? Man, I don't know. Super hazy. And eventually, yes, they do angle up, but it takes a while. Those little tiny little giblets right there. But it's using the flat part of the eraser to get those. Nice and slow. Remember how long it took you to do the portrait? So you just kind of go like, all right, that took a long time, so I could be a little more patient with this. And then I'll get my reference over here so I can see it better. Down here, same thing. Like eventually it's going to be pretty light right here. So I'm doing like scumbling, different directions, more or less following the cloud. But you can see it's starting to erase, but it's slow. And there's no more lines. Lines be gone. That sounded pretty good. All right, same thing over here. A little more swirly right here. We still see that line. I'll haze that out a little bit. Zoomers, I hope you guys are watching this. If you haven't done your cirrus clouds yet. All right, so now we're starting to get that kind of hazy look to it. All right, so yeah, the shirt is right there. I'd clean that up a little bit. All you have to do is probably erase a little more into it. Right here, this side, instead of a straight line, the current going there. Nice, straight, fluffy, light, super light, hazy. Whee, see how long it's taken? Nose. Your nose fell out? Yeah. That sounds weird. All right, so now let's get a little more on the hazy side. We're getting that. You can hear it. And over here, they're even more fluffy guys. over here, clean the eraser quite often. It's gummed up, it's really hard to erase. I'll have this come down here. So nothing's really white when you're doing this. It's kind of like a gray haze. Ooh, that was a pretty one. Here, aggressive lines. Rid of the aggressive lines by doing more hazy. Go right here. Different directions here. It's a little bit wider, as you can see from the reference. A little curly Q right there. Coming up on the side. Even if you're done with the cirrus cloud, you might want to watch it so you can make improvements on yours. Anything is make the bottom sure it's really flat and hazy. Flat and hazy. Flat and hazy. Oh my Lord. Okay, that's the end of that show apparently. Press record, press stop. All right, let's just fix it.